Hello. EU legislators are now in the process of revising RoHS, the directive restricting the use of hazardous chemicals in electrical and electronic equipment. In this third and final ChemSec film regarding the review of the RoHS directive, I will present persuading examples from the electronics industry, which demonstrate that this sector is ready for a stronger RoHS. Clean Production Action is a US-based advocacy group. They have for many years worked intimately with the electronic sector. Let's start off by listening to their experience.
Now that companies are in compliance with RoHS globally for the most part, they're moving on to the next set of chemicals of high concern, and that's largely been brominated and chlorinated flame retardants and polyvinyl chloride due to their formation of dioxin at the end of life. Companies like Apple and Nokia are going even further in removing bromine and chlorine at the elemental level.
So Apple and Nokia have removed brominated flame retardants and PVC. Sony Ericsson is another example of a global company producing electronics without brominated flame retardants and PVC.
Already the first Sony Ericsson phone launched in 2002 was free from brominated flame retardants in the boards and casing. And since then we have introduced it in more and more models. So now since 2006 all phones are free from brominated flame retardants. On the PVC side we have phased it out. All new chargers and accessories, all cables where we have PVC are phased out since 2007, all new models.
But what about the rest of the electronics sector? ChemSec has taken a closer look at 6 of the RoHS categories, and we have found numerous electronic products without brominated flame retardants and PVC on the market in each of these categories. This clearly shows that it's technically feasible to produce electronic products without brominated flame retardants and PVC. The entire list of electronic products free from brominated flame retardants and PVC is available at the ChemSec website. EU regulators now have a unique opportunity to confirm the transition made or planned within the electronics industry, letting RoHS clearly show the way and drive the whole industry towards safer electronics. One argument heard is that it's costly for companies to substitute brominated flame retardants and PVC. The transition to less hazardous alternatives to brominated flame retardants and PVC does not have to be costly. Rather, when more companies use these alternatives, volumes will go up and the alternatives will most likely be cheaper. Moving away from brominated flame retardants and PVC sometimes means replacing these with other chemicals. These alternatives are already on the market. DSM is an example of a supplier of alternatives to brominated flame retardants and PVC.
So DSM developed a complete portfolio of halogen-free materials. Within this portfolio, for example, we have a connector material which is bromine and chlorine free and RoHS compliant. It can be used for connectors in ICT products.
How safe are these alternatives? Many of the alternatives to brominated flame retardants and PVC have been thoroughly assessed. These assessments have proven that there are alternatives with less hazardous environmental properties, high technical performance, and that also meet fire safety requirements for electronic products. Furthermore, compared to brominated flame retardants, the alternatives are, to a large extent, produced in the EU by European companies. Our recommendation to EU legislators is to introduce restrictions on all brominated flame retardants and PVC in the recast of the RoHS directive. Thank you for listening.